proud of a lot of you for actually being conscious enough to even be here right now. So, for those of you who do not know, I am Dr. Amanda Morgan. I am many a splendid thing. For this show, I will be your host and one of your entertainers, but my history here at the museum goes back quite a ways. I've been involved here at the museum for about 4.5 years. I was an intern here during my doctoral program. I am a sex educator and a sexologist for a living. After I finished my internship, I came back as the event coordinator here, and I actually started this variety show when I was an intern, and did it for 13 months, every single third Saturday of the month. And it was something that was a labor of love and actually helped me grow as a performer and created a community for me of people who are incredibly talented and who've become more and more successful since we started this show. The first show was actually 4 years ago and 1 month. It was January 14th, 2010, that we had the first Afternoon Delight. So for me, I love this. I think that it is fun to use a creative space to share about love and laughter and sex and the humor of it all, right? Because is sex funny?
Yes.
Okay, if it's not funny, you're not doing it right. Okay? If you're fucking someone you can't laugh with, you find someone else, right? So, I do love this, and today we have a very fun array of performers. I've got burlesque dancers for you. I've got magicians for you. I've got musicians for you. And I do believe I've got a drag king and even a balloon artist to entertain you this afternoon. So you will see something a little bit out of the ordinary. I'm very, very excited to present this show. And also, as I mentioned, this is kind of a reunion show. I haven't done a show here, and I do believe it's about 2 years. Mostly because I now have a full-time professor at UNLV. I teach sex education. I have 2 former students here. Yeah! And this one. Yes. Sandy was one of my little favorites. And so is Ray. Ray's already a sex educator. So I'm very grateful to be able to present this to the community because when I first started doing open mic nights and variety shows, they were at places where you couldn't have freedom. You couldn't talk about sex. You couldn't even say shit or fuck. And these good words, right? I believe in our constitutional right to freedom of speech. And we actually started this variety show in the room over there that has the First Amendment right above it. So you can imagine that it's there among the giant penis columns. I call this the phallus palace. For some obvious reasons. So I'm very happy to have you here. And one of the reasons I brought this back is because one of our former employees and interns here at the museum actually passed away in November and got us Mercedes. And Mercedes had been here almost my entire time here. And she worked her ass off, and she used to always work Fridays and Saturdays. And so she would always be here for my variety show. So I dedicate this to her and her memory and her crazy fabulousness, hence the fake eyelashes. She would not leave the house without fake eyelashes on. So you have to keep the fabulous going, right? So, on that note, I would like to invite out here Mr. Dave Johnson, who is an incredible illusionist and just overall amazing person. And he will present and amaze you. So round of applause for Dave, please. Yay!
How are we doing, guys? Good. So are we,
Try now.
Excellent, we're plugged in, good. My name's Dave Johnson, welcome. Who has seen me before? Raise your hand if you've seen me before. There's 3. Awesome, brand new on the scene. I need to get, here, we'll just start with this. We have an envelope right here. You guys can hear me, yes? Envelope, sir, would you hold on to this envelope? Sure. Excellent. And then also, we got some books. Miss, you look like you can read, you're wearing glasses. All right, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna go and just pick 2 of the 3 books. Those 2? Good. Your first choice. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't announce what they were. Hang on to this for me, sir. So we have 2 books, and sir, pick which book, any book you want. That one right there? Good. I'm going to go and run through the pages. You're going to go and tell me when to stop. Ready?
Stop.
Right, good. Page 164. Open up that book to page 164. You got it open?
Stop.
Yeah? Okay, good. Look at the first word on that page, page 164, and concentrate, focus on it in your mind. Have you got it?
Yep.
It's a word that has to do with the Erotic Heritage Museum, but not as you think. It's a word that actually has to do with doctors and scholars and everything else. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yes, good. And the word starts with an E. It's a scholar. It's education. Is that correct?
Right.
Good, good. Thank you. Let's see. Yes, you've got the book right there. Open this book any page you want. Any page you want. And look at a word. Make it a nice long word. Something about as long as education, if you would. But make it the longer the better. Have you got one?
Yeah.
Yes, good. Go and hand the book off to somebody else who you think can read. Oh, no, he's got the envelope. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's okay, good. Yes. Open up the book. Look at a nice large word. Bigger the better.
Okay.
You got one?
Yeah.
Okay, what is your name?
Justine.
Justine, and your name, sir?
Mike.
Mike and
Sandy.
Sandy?
Isaac.
Isaac. Justine, Mike, Sandy, Isaac. All right, Justine, hand the book on to somebody else. Yes, have you got one? Yes. Open the book. Nice big word. Commit it to memory. You got it, good. I'm going to go ahead and try and read. We're going to go with Mike first. I'll take back the book. What is your name, miss?
Leona.
Leona. Leona. We got Leona, Mike, and Justine, Molly, and Sandy, right?
Molly.
Molly. Just kidding. You're bigger than me, dude. Don't come up here. All right. Mike. Yes, Mike. You got a word. Your word starts with a V. No, it doesn't. I was kidding.
I wish it did.
Well, oh yeah, me too. What does your word start with?
A P.
A P, as in Paul. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you got a P. Let's see. It's a compound word, but not how you normally think of a compound word. Yes?
Yeah.
So we've got a word. You got a word in your mind?
Yeah.
Mike, first time, what was your word?
Photography.
Photographer, photographer, right there. All right, yes. Let's see. Justine, you have a word. Your word didn't start with a P, though. No, of course not. I knew that. Justine, you got a word. Your word starts with an E. No.
Close though.
Oh, really? How close?
Few letters up or down.
That's like the whole alphabet. All right.
The sound is very much like me.
Okay, what was your word? What did it start with?
Letter B.
B. Okay, good. I do not always get all these right. Your word?
Bartender.
Sometimes I do. Bartender, right there. All right, yeah. You got a word. Yes. Leona. Leona?
Three people had me.
Leona. Your word, I'm not even going to ask what it starts with. Here, I'm going for it right here. You ready? Okay, Leona. Yes or no was your word envelope?
No.
Shit. All right. You have an envelope. You've been holding the whole time. What is your name, sir?
John.
John. John's got an envelope? What was your word?
Weightlifter.
Weightlifter?
Well,
You can see through. There it is right there. Weightlifter in the envelope. There it is right there. All right. I need to get someone to come on up here and help me out with this. I need a female, someone I've not picked on yet or picked up yet, whatever the difference is, I'm not sure. And let's see, who would be Miss in the glasses? Have we met before? No. What is your name? Erica. Erica. How old are you?
Do you have to say?
No, that's fine. Erica, come on up here. Let's see. Erica, stand over here. Stand over here. Erica, this is going to be a test of color. Come this way. First, Eric, you gotta tell me which colors these are. What color is this right here? Green. Greenish blue. Good. All right. What color is this right here?
Red.
Red. You got that one spot on. All right. What color is this right here?
Yellow.
Yellow. Not a doubt there. What color is this right here? That's black. All right. Doesn't matter. Excellent. It's a rat. It's not real. All right, Erica. I've got 2 of each inside the bag. How many balls do I have today? 6. Good. Excellent. Erica, you're gonna reach inside and grab one of the balls. They're spongy, so you can fist them. Okay? You can fist my balls. And you're ready for this, aren't you? Yeah, you're smiling ear to ear. All right. And then I'm gonna reach inside and grab a ball. Let's see if we get the same color ball, Erica. Yes? It's a guessing game that's fun for everyone. No help from the audience. No help from the audience. Are you ready, Erica?
Yes.
All right, reach inside and grab the ball. The yellow, is it inside your hand where I can't see it? Yes, good. I'll reach inside and grab the ball. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3, open your hand. Yellow, I've got yellow. That's pretty damn good. All right. Do that again. Reach inside and grab the ball. You only once. Got one, yes? Good. You got one, good. All right. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yellow again. It's weird. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Inside. You got one?
Yes.
Yes, good. Take it out. Oh, okay, I'm holding. Okay, you got one. Yes, good. I'm reaching inside and grab the ball. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. What do you got? Blue. Excellent. Here, do that again. Reach inside and grab the ball. Anyone you want. They're laughing about the red. It's hilarious. Believe me. It's really, really funny. If you got a ball, make sure it's in your hand where I can't see it. Good. All right, count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Blue. It's amazing. All right, here, do that again. Eric, reach inside and grab the ball. I know, it's so weird. I know. Have you got one?
Yeah.
Good. So I can't see it. Excellent. I'm guessing yellow again. You get yellow? Oh, you got yellow. Excellent. All right. Reach inside and grab a ball. Yes.
Can I look?
At which ball you have?
Yeah.
Sure, go ahead. Good. Okay, good. You got a ball. Excellent. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Red. Excellent. Here, reach inside and grab the ball. I know, it's amazing. All right. You got a ball. Good. I've got a ball too. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You got yellow. Yeah. Erica, stay right there. I'm giving you a heads up. All right. Erica, reach inside and grab the ball. Yeah, no, stop. Do you know this trick is done? Good, reach inside and grab the ball. Yeah, it's open the window right there. All right, that'll come out in post. All right, so here, now that you know the magic's done, you're going to be the magician, I'm going to be the spectator. I'm going to reach inside and grab the ball, then you're going to reach inside and grab the ball. Let's see if you get the same color ball as I've got, all right? It's a guessing game that's fun for everyone. No help from the audience. No help from the audience. Erica, you're going to hold on to the bag? Good? Good idea. All right. I'm going to reach inside and grab the ball first. I've got one. Erica, reach and grab whatever color yellow ball you think I might have. If she gets this right, give her a big round of applause. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I've got yellow. She's got yellow. Yeah. Erica, you've been wonderful. Thank you very much, everybody. My name's Dave Johnson, and good afternoon.
I have crazy friends. It makes me very happy that I have people who are at the same sanity level as myself. So I have a little friend to introduce you to. This is Crystal. Okay? Crystal is one of my very good friends. She helps me be the amazing sex educator I am, as well as I actually just got back from New Zealand, which was amazing. And because I am nerdy and naughty, I brought my vulva puppet with me. So I ran around Hobbiton. Anybody know what that is? Yeah. Okay, it's where they filmed The Shire of the Lord of the Rings movies with my vulva puppet. So I have pictures where I took it and I posed it next to the little vulva house. Sorry, they look like vulvas. The Hobbit holes, as they call them. Okay, I took it, I put it on the door handle. I called that the Hobbit brothel. Okay, you know they got to know where to find their sex workers, right? I mean, there's got to be Hobbit whores, right? I mean, come on, it all makes sense. So the amazing thing though is Crystal's not alone, and Crystal's ready to unleash something new for you. So push. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a girl. I think we should name her Venus, right? What do you think? Think that's appropriate? Oh look, I'm double fisting. Oh! Another funny story, when I was in New Zealand, I said that to some people while I was holding 2 beers, because in New Zealand they drink excessively. It's a sport. And I said, oh, I'm double fisting, and these people looked at me and they're like, excuse me? What do you mean you're double fisting? And I'm like, 2 beers, right? What do you guys call it? Like, we don't call it double fisting, that means something entirely different in our country. So, the power of the vulva. Okay, I actually will pass this around at the end of the show so you can check her out, as well as you too can fist my vulva. If you would like to give any donations to our performers who are donating their time today, you can stick it inside the vagina and she will hold on to it for you. Okay, so Crystal's our mascot for the show, and we'll throw Venus over here. And I have another wonderful performer who's about to come out for you. Her name is Miss Motley Manhattan, and she actually produces her own show as well, called the Twisted Cherry Burlesque Show, which is at the Onyx once a month. The next one will be February 13th at 10:30. It is a fabulous show, lots of burlesque and few variety acts as well. It's $15. Lots of fun people, lots of fun girls. I've done that show a handful of times too. So, awesome people. So let me see if I can wrangle her and her craziness out here, because you know, she's actually here today as a doctor. She's playing doctor. Anybody here ever played doctor before? Yes. I'm a doctor, and I think all doctors are just a little bit crazy. So in this case, she's a little nuts too. On that note, Miss Motley Manhattan.
Well, something got me shaking, my mind was racing, pacing the room. I don't know, but I think I found the pieces the moment that I first saw you. Now it's true, I thought I could get over it, brushed you off my shoulder, but now I'm a mess. Every day it's worse and the hurt is always bringing me down.
The host of this, and then I also get to clean up like we just had a really good party. This is kind of what my house looks like on a Saturday night. At least the good nights. So what do you think? I provide for you fabric and tinted ass. What else can you ask for? Tea and cookies. Okay. At intermission, there actually are cookies and tea and iced tea available for you guys. But it is not intermission yet. I have another incredibly talented performer for you guys. Mr. Jeffrey Xerxes Bryce is a performer in town who is part of a few different shows, but the next one that he'll be a part of is Pussy Rama, which is tonight at, what, 10 p.m.? Tomorrow?
9 p.m.
9 p.m. Okay. And that is at the Artifice.
Yes.
Yes. So all these people are in other shows doing this every week, which is amazing. Jeffrey Xerxes Bryce is available for your entertainment purposes and is also on Facebook, Jeffrey Xerxes Bryce. So make friends and such a wonderful performer. So I'm ready to invite out here Mr. Jeffrey Xerxes Bryce. Jeffrey has actually come and presented in my class before, talking about being a drag king, because there's not very many in town, as well as being a wonderful lesbian who actually played at her wedding with her beautiful wife over here. And it was funny because she comes in with her soft pack, which you guys got a little glimpse of, and I can't help but play with it. I'm like, this is awesome! This is great! Like squishing it, like, I don't know. It's penises, whether they are real or not, are always entertaining. So that's kind of how that goes. Underneath the camera. Oh, so guess what?
What?
It's my turn. As I mentioned, I'm a professor, but music is definitely one of my loves.
I've been very lucky to have basically almost the entire month of February booked for me. Almost every weekend I'm playing a music gig somewhere, which is really awesome because I said to myself, I'm like, this is it. I'm ready to make some music. And the universe opened up to me. So this is the beginning of February, and I'm so happy that it gets to be my show that I get to start at and get to share with you guys some beautiful music. But also, on another not quite as happy note, since we're about to have intermission, you'll have intermission after me, there seems to be quite a large possibility that the museum is going through some changes. And by changes means that we might not be here much longer, which is very sad. But because of that, everything in the store is 50% off. So you can buy a t-shirt for $7. You can buy a shot glass for $3 or $4. There's all sorts of things that are open to you. Take a little piece of the museum home with you, whether we survive or not. But growing pains hurt, but sometimes they take you out. So let's all hope that that's not what happens. But that's the news as of yesterday. So we'll see. There is no official closing date or anything, but I like to feel that at least we can get one last good variety show in here and share a little love and some music and some laughter, right? Woo! So happy to see you guys all here today. This is awesome. So, on that note, I'm going to play you a love song, because isn't that why we're all here? Somebody loves somebody?
Hang on.
Does size matter?
Yes.
Sometimes it's too big.
Yeah.
One time at band camp, I shoved an ukulele between my legs. On that note, this is La Vie en Rose, which is one of my favorite little love songs. So here you go. Hold me fast, the magic spell you cast. This is love beyond rose. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see love beyond rose. When you press me to your heart, I'm a world apart, a world where roses and when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be la vie en rose. La 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 da 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 Well, I thought that love was just a word they sang in love songs that I heard. It took your kisses to reveal. Well, I was wrong. And love is real. Comme point dans ses doigts et le pâle tout bois, je vois l'oviose. Il est dit d'amour d'aimer tous les jours de quelque chose. Il est entrant dans mon cœur une part de bonheur, la vie, le coup sûr. C'est lui pour moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me le dit la journée pour la vie. Il était aperçoit alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui bat. Well, give your heart and soul to me, and I will always be la vie. I love that song. It's beautiful. It's one of those classics. And Edith Piaf made that song very, very famous. And I don't know. I love it. So I'm happy I could share that with you. Would you like an original song? Lo and behold, she teaches about sex, and she does music, and she writes her own music. Ooh. This is what happens after you fall in love, and then love falls apart. This is called Plastic Chairs, and this is a Miss Amanda Morgan original. I have a Band-Aid on, so we'll see how this sounds. Drove past your apartment again. Looked over to see if you were in them. I look every time and remind myself I'm doing fine. Told us not to speak and time flies, and it's been weeks. Weeks go by, but every day as I drive by, I look at your vacant plastic chair. You're never, ever there. Oh, unable to function in daylight, must wait for the night to fall to drive by in the spy. No, I'll hold myself together. I must keep my promise and hold back my lust for your face, your space, your taste. But I just waste time, losing my mind over you, where there's only one plastic chair. There used to be two. So I drove past your apartment again. Oh, I looked over to see if you were in. Oh, I look every time and remind myself I'm doing fine. Oh, I told us not to speak and time flies, and it's been weeks. Weeks go plastic chairs. I'll never, ever, ever out there. Oh, you're never out there. No, you're never, ever, ever out there. Ooh, ooh, So there's your little plastic chairs love. On that note, you guys having fun? Beautiful, beautiful. How many people, is this your first time to the Erotic Heritage Museum? Oh, that's so exciting. How'd you guys hear about the show? Yes! I love the newspaper. And yes, to the Review Journal for being here, who's actually also here at the show right now, taking pictures of us. Thank you very much. It's wonderful to celebrate music and art and culture in this town because people try to say that it doesn't exist or it doesn't exist off the strip, and that's fucking wrong, isn't it?
Right.
Yes, because there are a lot of amazingly talented people in this town and they just need places to be and people to play to. So thank you for being here. We are going to have about 10-minute intermission. There are cookies, there's tea, but it's heating up, so let me drag it over before you get in line. You're welcome to enjoy the museum. It is open to you, and I will go in and give you a warning that we're starting back up. So keep your ears open and go explore and continue your delightful afternoon at the Afternoon Delight Variety Show. Thank you, guys.
Okay, ladies and gentlebeans.
Well, you have to be gentle with the beans. Unless you're into, CBT, and that's a whole different story. Which does not stand for cognitive behavioral therapy. I found that out the wrong way. Seriously, I had a dominatrix friend who told me, she's like, oh yeah, I have a CBT session later, and I looked at her. In my background, my undergraduate degree is in counseling, and so I learned about all the different therapy methods, and CBT in the counseling world stands for cognitive behavioral therapy, which is one of the most common forms of behavior change methods we have. So I look at her and, CBT? Are you licensed to do that? She looks at me and she says, cock and ball torture? I'm like, oh. You might be more qualified for that than I am. That's what she made her basically career out of. So, are you guys having fun? Did you enjoy wandering around the museum? You ate a lot of cookies. You cookie eaters, you cookie munchers, all of you.
And you.
Power to the cookie muncher. Power to the cookie muncher. So before we go any farther, are there any birthdays this month? Anybody here have a birthday this month? Anybody else? Oh, there's two of you. Okay, Isaac, come here. Come here, lovely lady.
So, how old are you turning?
25.
You're going to be 25? Look at this fine young man. 25 years old. And what's your name? This is Summer. How old are you turning? 26. Look at this. This is 20s. And I'm 27. So it's like 25, 26, 27. So, have you had your birthday spankings yet? No. Would you consent to such a thing in public? Do you want a spanking or a flogging or a cropping?
Well, that's...
Oh, I like a man who's adventurous. Okay, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna bend over right here, just like this.
Now that's a good view right there.
Okay.
Me next.
So
She can't even take a picture, really?
it's gonna be 26 of them. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
No emotion.
Happy birthday, dear Isaac. Happy birthday
one.
Bend over, Isaac. There you go.
Let's go.
No, don't do it too hard.
Not ping pong, too hard.
Hit the juicy part.
I don't have any juicy part.
Don't
Take
hit
a
Yeah, I know the
step.
kid. You learned this in my class.
Middle.
Here.
Wait, take a step, Isaac, take a step forward. Take a step forward.
Get a running start.
Well, you asked which one hurts more, you barely touched it.
Now, wait, was that not hard? Pick your poison. I can't do it. Like a flogging.
All right, sit down.
So, beautiful summer here. It is her birthday this month, and we are celebrating. She has asked for a flogging. So would you please come help us, James? Would you dawn upon this lady a birthday flogging? Now, do you want it gently, or do you want a little sting to it? There we
Not your
go.
Normally I would ask you wanted to, sting, hurt a little bit, or bring me to tears. I'm thinking you're going for hurt a little bit. All right.
Assume
Assume
the
the
position.
position. Unfortunately, I only brought one. Usually I do this two-handed. So. See, this is where you messed up. First you go easy to get your range, and then you start going. 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear summer. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, Summer. Happy birthday. Thank you for playing on this Friday again. So, we're all about celebrations, right? Also, because Valentine's Day is coming up, we are having a Valentine's Day party, which might be our last party. So you might want to come here and party in like the museum might close. So come do that with us. I'll be here probably relatively intoxicated, stumbling around, coordinating things as usual. So there are flyers for that on the table next to the cookies on your way out. Also, any of you who may not have made your $10 donation yet for this show, please do so at the end of the show. So museum gets their donation for having this here, and our performers get theirs. So on that note, I would like to introduce you to an incredible musician who I actually met at this very place. Mr. Joe Lawless and I go back 4 years, and he came in because he was recommended my first variety show. Okay, so the first one I ever had, he came in and I lost a performer, and so he's like, well, I brought my guitar, I can play. And so he sat and played with us, and since then, I don't know, we've had an amazing friendship and time since then. So it is amazing to see that now he has become a full-time musician, which is not what he moved to Vegas to become a poker player, and now is a full-time musician. So I'm very excited to get to show you his talent. He's also part of a band called Trevor and the Joneses, which has been performing all over town. If you get a chance to check them out, it's some psychedelic rock music. It's pretty badass. And Joe is the wonderful Strange Sound Maker band. So he's very good at that, and it looks like he might even be making some weird sounds for you today. So, on that note, let's welcome Joe!
It sounds really loud. Is it really loud for you guys, or is it just kind of loud, or is it really loud? Can we be down just a little, Where are you going? That's all right. I don't want to drown out the words, because kind of words is where I'm at, along with some pretty odd chords. So this is an old song. It's called "The Man in the Trench Coat with a Fishbowl Head." In your bathtub and you can't swim, cause the water's thick and there's no fins. I'll land a stroke in your wrong when you're upside down. There's nothing between your skin and your upturned gown. I'll lend a cloak, for I am the man in the trench coat with a fish bowl head. I'm the man in the trench coat, baby, and how I want you. Sold out your insides to the outside crowd, and the money from your hips flows down from your shroud. I'll pitch a tent, and if disco David intrudes on your nudes, standing like a statue with a blue-eyed broom, yeah, I'll pay his rent, but I am the man in the trench coat with a fish bowl head. I'm the man in the trench coat, baby, and how I want you. I'm an agent of desire. I am your friend for hire. I sired the fiery worm. He flies invisible to the petals of the sickest rose. He settles right there on your nose. On your nose now, baby. When the wind howls most like a rhino aflame, you must release your candy from the blood-stained vein inside your heart. Although your candy is sweet and nice to eat, I chew it between my teeth, I call it meat. Then we'll never part, for I am the man in the trench coat with a fish bowl head. I'm the man in the trench coat, baby. Check tuning fast here. The weather is playing havoc with the wood. That means whatever you want it to be, but...
Are you shaking your ass while you're tuning? Yeah.
You know, there's a funny story about this. So I played a show 2 nights ago with Trevor and the Joneses at the Gold Spike, where we play outside. And I've got these paisley pants that I wear with the band, you know, because we're all psychedelic and 60s inspired. So at some point during the show, this woman became enamored with the pants. I mean, I get a lot of compliments on the pants all the time anyway, but she says, you know what, with pants like that and an ass like that, you have got to twerk. Can you twerk? So I aimed to please, so okay. I didn't really succeed, but whatever. Anyway, she came back with shots later, so it was good enough. So I'm now a novice twerker. It's a song called Under the Sky. Time longer and half the time brighter. Well, around, round go the days. Ooh, I'm pressing, yeah, I'm pressing on. One side longer and one side shorter. Well, all that's just decay. Ooh, I'm guessing, yeah, I'm guessing wrong. Under the sky, we live and then we die, like everything alive, trying to get by. Under the sky, we live and then we die, like everything alive, trying trying to get by. Everything alive, trying to get by. Far from the finish it started, but it didn't have a plan or a path to hold. Ooh, I'm dreaming, yeah, I'm dreaming on and on and on. Happy in the moment for a party or a loner. Crash, crash, day and night. Ooh, with the people, yeah, with the people. All right, all right. Under the sky, we live and then we die. With everything alive, trying to get by. Under the sky, we live and then we die. With everything alive, trying to get by. Everything alive, trying to get by. Under the sky, we live and then we die. With everything alive, trying to get by. Under the sky, we live and then we die. With everything alive, trying to get high. Everything alive, trying to get by. Thanks, you guys. Got one more for you. I don't want to leave I don't want to leave you on a ponderous note. That song makes you think a little bit. You have a sip of water here, and the next song's going to be called Spider.
Spider. I love you, Joe.
I love you back, Amanda.
Thank you for being part of my variety show.
Thank you for having the variety show, Amanda. It's everybody's favorite song. There's a spider in your pubic hair. You don't know his name, but you feel him there, clinging at the strands between your legs. The spider resides, he's an okay guy as he lays his tiny eggs. And with 6 of his eyes he spies the comings and goings of fingers and fabrics and bright lights showing through zippers and perfumes and thin sandy paper. Spider, spider, you're much more now than later. Eye number 7 is on the spot you call heaven. The 8th eye is fixed upon time. None of these eyes fall into your circle. They're certainly not any part of mine. No, 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 sir. Now there's a wasp poised between your breasts, from the pores of your skin. She gathers her nest, waxing, shining that shadowy place. The wasp in your cleavage most patiently waits for an alien victim to devour or torture. She'll initiate turmoil, that is her nature. Her friendly fire's wrapped tight in the stinger. When the pain is passed on, the memory will linger. It's a poison, slow and deadly, though it's meant to be a joke. Unlike a bee, she won't cease to be. She'll sting until she's broke. 16 legs crawling up and down now your spine. Crushed insects to you are like a kind of fine wine. Remember the mammals, baby. Open your boudoir, open your parlor door. Now, honey, come out from under your couch, 'cause here I come. Oh, Mr. Earthworm, in the space between your toes, he's the boss in your socks, elongated rock. Everywhere you travel he goes, relaxing atop the kingdom of your foot. He's along for the ride with every stride. He prefers it to fresh soot. Mr. Earthworm, the wasp in your cleavage, the spider in your pubic hair are just reminders to me that I'm not there. Thank you very much, lad. You can find that song on cdbaby.com, and I think by now maybe on iTunes as well. So if you poke around, and if you like those tunes, you can find them online. Thank you, Amanda.
Obviously, like I said, we don't really know where our future lies, but if you love us and you believe in this and you happen to know, rich people who want to be the sugar daddy of a sex museum, please send them our way. We're totally open and ready for that. This next performer I have is one of the more unique and strange people I know, and she's also his girlfriend, so that works out too. So two of the most unique and strange people I know get to entertain you. And Miss Tawny Bubbles is also an incredibly talented artist. She made for me for 2 years a balloon gown for the AFAN. Who knows what AFAN is? AFAN is the Aid for AIDS in Southern Nevada, basically organization where they help people who are HIV positive as well as people getting tested and that kind of stuff, and they have a big party at the Hard Rock every year. And Miss Tawny made me a full-length gown out of balloons 2 years in a row, and the first year we actually won the fashion show because it was that epic. But she loves balloons, and she'll show you exactly how much she loves balloons here in just 1 second. But it's fun to have all these friends with all these different talents, and I'm so grateful that I get to share the stage with them and share their amazing talent with you guys. So let me get this out of the way and invite Miss Tawny Bubbles out here to blow your minds.
Hello, my name is Tawny Bubbles, and I'm an ex-clown. I've been off the nose for 5 years, but I swear I got hit on more when I was dressed as a clown than I ever have as a real person. Word of advice, don't go out with somebody who asks you out while you're wearing a clown costume. Most of you probably can figure that out on your own. But I have no self-respect or standards, so I said yes. Now, this is the uncle of little Jimmy or Timmy or whatever the birthday fuck of the week is. And as it turns out, he's living with little Johnny and his family because in addition to having a clown fetish, he's also an alcoholic with no job. Yay! So we go out that night. And he starts telling me some story about losing his job and his family taking him into some other shit I don't care about. And I start drinking, and one thing leads to another, and I do what any other clown with daddy issues would do. I go home with him. Except remember, this is not just his home, this is also little Johnny's home. And little Johnny wakes up very early in the morning. And I have to pass little Johnny in the morning with last night's dress on and my hair a mess and my panties wadded up in a bowl in my hand in order to leave. Let me tell you, working with small children puts a whole new spin on the walk of shame. But it was in that moment that I invented this. Tawny Bubbles Bubble of Discretion. Lightweight, easy to carry, it even fits in your purse. Easy to use and easier to discard of than last night's shame. In order to use, find your local gardener, grab one of his tools, and inflate. Tawny Bubbles Bubble of Discretion. Now available in pink, red, and glitter. I'm amazingly not a stripper here.
my Afternoon Delight show veterans. He is incredibly talented and actually performs all over the strip. He does magic. He also even writes magic stuff for, I think, David Copperfield or something. But he will be performing in the Meatloaf show. Meatloaf will be coming back to town. I do believe, what he said, February and April. So come watch him play with fire and burn things down and hopefully not buildings, right, Bizarro? But Mr. Bizarro is one of the people who helped keep my show together during the days when I had 6 people who would come watch my variety show. So round of applause to all of you for being here. And I would like to welcome out probably one of the most talented people I know, Mr. Bizarro the Illusionist.
This one is for Mercedes.
For Goddess Mercedes. definition of hot pants, right?
Yeah.
Fire down below. That's literal fire crotch, even though he's not a redhead, right? Literally. Wow. So I'm like dumbfounded. Are you having fun? Yeah. You haven't got out of bed and showed up at the Sex Museum today.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, this next woman is incredibly talented, and she actually has been producing a show over at the Plaza for almost, what, 6 months? Almost a year? Yeah.
Almost a year.
A year in June. The wonderful thing about the Grindhouse Burlesque, which is what is the show over at the Plaza, is it actually started here on this very stage. What, 4 years ago? Holy shit. They started here and they have moved on to be one of the features of the beautiful theater in the plaza. So if you would at all be interested in checking out Grindhouse Burlesque, it will be on the 8th. The show is at 9 p.m. I actually will also be performing, so if you, I will be one of the entertainment, although I will be playing, you won't get to see my titties and tassels. They retired once I became a professor. Oh. They still come out for fun whenever I want. Rosalita Nikita is probably one of the best burlesque dancers in town, and she's also incredibly beautiful. So give a round of applause for your last burlesque performer and the most, how would I say this? The madam with the memories, so to speak. Round of applause for Miss Rosalita Nikita!
Angel and take my hand, wishing you could be my man, but I can't tell if it's truth or lies when you've got bourbon in your eyes. Tell me something that I don't know, then I dare you to prove it so. I'd ask you to try this on for size, but you've got bourbon in your eyes. You're so I find myself showing up at your front door, although I can't come in. I keep coming back for more, and when you come back, it feels just like a light. And every time you smile, when you look into my eyes, you don't have the guts to love me like you wish you could. I'm gonna find someone to make me feel the way I should. Run your fingers through my hair, I want you to touch me there, but I will not open up my thighs when you've got bourbon in your eyes. You're the one who makes me smile, and I know you'd make it worth my while, but she's waiting for you and I think she cries when you've got bourbon in your eyes. You're so I find myself showing up at your front door, although I can't come in. I keep coming back for more, and when you call me baby, it feels just like a light. And every time you smile, when you look into my eyes, you don't have to get to love me like you wish you could. I'm find someone to make me feel the way I should. You're so sweet talking, you're so fire walking. I know I shouldn't, but I want some. Little boy, you're lost, I see you looking around, but I think that you know that you're ready. Cause I know you're kind. You wake me up just to say goodbye. I know that's not a tear in your eye. These boys don't cry and neither do
mean, when you've got talent like that, you can't hide it, right? You need to express it in as many ways as you can. So, you guys happy you came out today? Yay! I'm so happy you came out today, and I love the amount of people we have. I love that we've got new people. I encourage you to come chat with me. I've got all sorts of stories about this museum to tell you. In terms of our performers, this, for most of them, is like their morning, okay? 2 o'clock in the afternoon for someone who works professionally is like, oh man, that's like when I roll out of bed. So, round of applause for everybody for getting out of bed. It's definitely a treat to be here and to share with you guys and to perform. And I feel like for our last thing tonight, I want to share with you probably my favorite song in the whole world. Thank you. Thank you, Stage Kitten. Or would you be Stage Tomcat? Is that how that works? Just don't pee on anything. Thank you. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. I love this. You are a tomcat. Rainbow manatees. I'm so happy right now. So, as I mentioned, a lot of these people are putting their time in here to donate to the museum, to be here. If you would like to make any donations to the performers, so, compensate them for their time, I'm going to pass around Crystal. And as I said, you can stuff money inside the vagina, okay? If you need to get your fisting, or if you want to do any sort of, you can play with the vulva. And there is already some money in here. So to encourage you guys, please, either just admire the vulva. Her name is Crystal because she actually has Swarovski crystals on her. Make sure I get her back. She's my bitch, okay? But on top of that, I have a song to sing you that is perfect for us passing around the pussy. So let me pass around Crystal. Let's finish the show. What do you say? Yeah. Pass the pussy. You don't. Oh, if you'd like to. Okay. I have the one. Crystal will be back shortly. Okay. Okay. Now, the thing is this is a community effort, just like the museum is and everything else. So I encourage you guys to get into the spirit and sing along with me. Okay, this is a beautiful song by a woman named Storm Large, who will actually be at the Smith Center in April. And this is called 8 Miles Wide, for all the people who never really fit in. All of my life, I never fit, but I won't complain, I won't quit. I'm enormous, get used to it. Some people say that I'm too much. Well, maybe it's just you're not enough for me. Well, can't you see I'm the kind of woman I'm supposed to be? 'Cause my vagina is 8 miles wide. Absolutely everyone can come inside. If you're ever frightened, just run and hide. My vagina is 8 miles Now I'm not loose, I'm not a whore. This is just a metaphor for my super gigantastical, mystical, feminine goddess core. I hate when women make that noise, that we don't need daddies, men or boys. 'Cause even in the hardcore dykes like cock-shaped sex toys. Ow! My vagina! It's universal. It's like a penis, but reversible. Come on in. The water's fine. It's not my vagina. It's our vagina, 'cause my vagina is 8 miles wide. Absolutely everyone can come inside. If you're ever frightened, just run and hide. My vagina
Oh, one last time. Does someone want to go collect? Dr. Jerry, bring us Crystal, please. Or Lauren, can you bring us the Volvo of power? Yeah, Volvo power. My vagina is 8 miles wide. Absolutely everyone can come inside. If you're ever frightened, just run and hide. My vagina is 8 miles wide. I love you guys. Please round of applause for my cast. We got Mr. Dave Johnson. We got Pizarro. We got Dr. Jerry Santara, who's our director of operations. We got Miss Tony Bubbles. We got Mr. Joe Wallace. We have Jeffrey Xerxes Bryce. We have Holly Manhattan. And we have Rosalina Nikita. And I am Miss Amanda. Vigantic, a big, big love. Vigantic, a big, big love. Thank you guys all so much. Thank you, and have a delightful rest of your day. Thank you so much. Please feel free to come chat with any of us, make donations, check out the museum. It is open to you. It is beautiful. Please go kiss it and tell it you love it. Thank you guys very much.